What will your next peach blossom be like? This video will help you take a look at the look and character of the next newcomer you will meet. Also, choose the set of cards that represent my strongest feelings for you and cast your vote. You can also send your neighbors good luck through comments or transfers. Further enhance later. After thinking about it, you can translate and record your information in several different areas.
Yo-Yo television series exclusive. No translation required.
Firstly, for the first set, let's take a look at the state of your past relationship before you met this newcomer. It could be a past relationship. It can also be someone you have met in the past, perhaps without a relationship, but as long as it's recent, you can draw a card to see what the situation is. Mr. Lai only chose one person. Need to deal with this card and talk about this group. You have a filter for this person, mainly because you guys don't talk much. Familiarity, or else it will be purely online communication. It could be an online crush or no crush online. No matter what, you and the last person you met, it feels like the two of you are very familiar with each other. This is a very light energy, more like both of you have a certain feeling of distance and a certain filter-like feeling. You will think this person is good, whether he can or cannot. It may be his own abilities, it could be this person's looks, but you give this person a high rating, and the more you don't see him, the thicker your inner green sexiness will be. And then this group, it may also involve some art-related directions that you have discussed a lot. It could be related to movies, music articles, or this person might have some involvement, or your environment has music and gives you a certain energy about the past relationship. It's very vague, very vague. This group should be implemented and then come out to look at your next new hairstyle, some of his characteristics.
See you again.
This group of Enchanted will have a new peach blossom tomorrow. This energy can be quite shy, but the person is still interesting, just not extremely outgoing, not the type to hold the fort during the Cultural Revolution. So roughly speaking, this person, the horoscope tends to be skewed toward Aquarius, Gemini, then the wind in the star chart, the energy of wind is heavier. About this person's appearance, thinness is definitely a key feature. It's a noticeable kind of thinness applicable to both men and women, like a clothes hanger. Their face tends to be small. He's not particularly tall, but definitely skinny, which makes him appear taller. Yeah, he also has a unique style. His style is not trendy, but more of a comfortable, refreshing, and simple. Not overly complicated or fashionable. The information given to Zhang Ming by this organization is a bit shy, or it is given to him by his family. If there is no energy, it is that his family may give him some denial, or else this person is in the past, have experienced some wrong. He's a bit self-conscious, but it doesn't affect him to the point of becoming paranoid or unhealthy. He's rather polite, a bit shy, and somewhat self-conscious. This is about this person's character, and then come out and see what his attitude will be like. This attitude is not about when you two are together, but about the attitude when he first met you. For them, it has a tendency to lean towards you, rubbing against you, but it also has an attitude of, I won't say it, I just want to get close to you. Among people, and such comparison tends to be within a group or in an environment where there are fewer intermediaries and more people. He will have a feeling, I noticed you, I lean towards you, slowly approaching you for a while, but he just doesn't have that kind of international situation. You can only feel it's kind when he doesn't seem very sociable and doesn't appear to have a lot of friends or to be particularly good at communicating with the opposite sex. However, even in such situations, he still tries to engage in conversation. Everyone get closer. Maybe I don't know what to say, but I just like you. I will want to get closer and say a few more words is such a feeling quite clear. But with this group, you can use these to find your next peach blossom. That's all the information I hope to be able to. If my help to you, like UP Simple videos, you can like and support. Don't forget to follow. The next thing is like this. This time we will see what kind of state the first section of feelings from now on is, because of this time Dr. Zhang looked at the first section of the future. This one looks at the first section of the past. It can be a fixed relationship, or it can be someone with a certain period of time, a certain story without an established relationship.
This is okay. Let's draw a card first and see.
Thank you. This group has the people from the previous group to see. In the past, this feeling, there was a clear sense of distance and alienation between the two of you, and both of you have said some harsh words. There have been some distances or some previous injuries. All of these have been seen. This kind of emotion, relatively speaking, the tender part will be less, more is that kind of business, or both people are more considering themselves more love. Really saying that they love each other and think about each other a lot, this is relatively rare, and the initiative of the past relationship, if the other party takes the initiative, you may not have strong feelings. If you have them, the other party may not. It's not a sympathetic bilateral effort. The former proactive nature of bidirectional interaction gave a rather rigid and mechanized feeling. It feels a bit machine-like, meaning not that many visual bars are present, and feelings about the past may exist, possibly disconnected for some time. If you have the ability to continue, the chaotic infatuation is not strong, then let's see what the first peach blossom in your future will be like. Wow, this is quick. Hurry up. Give it to his 3 brothers. Beautiful inside and out. This person is reserved but profound. The energy expressed is very strong. If it's intellectual love, you can have high hopes for this group. Maybe when watching a variety show, this person will tell you that the Turing formula is a thing. This person has a rich inner world and a wide range of knowledge. He's very capable and has accumulated a certain amount of knowledge. This person likes this person and gives people a very generous and calm feeling. In terms of appearance, it's above average among the same sex. For girls, it's probably 170. For boys, 180. But it will definitely be close to this number, and it won't be a lot lower. This is the information you get. This group's looks at the woman in control are rather gentle and seem rather warm and moist. Let's talk about this group's zodiac signs. The words of this gentleman, after key treatment, this energy will be heavier. Then talk about it. What was this person's attitude towards you? This attitude is not about when you two were together, but when you first met. You can get to know and identify this person based on this. Eats. This group is too funny. I can't speak. As soon as this group comes up, it's a love relationship. You two might have objections. It was love at first sight.
Both sides are particularly accustomed to each other's cigarettes and are people who grow on each other's aesthetic points. Then they discover as soon as they communicate, perhaps neither of you are the type who can chat with anyone you meet. But you and this person are inexplicably linked, even possibly excluding you. In case you haven't had one for a long time. Handed to the latest friends, but this is very magical, and magical. When you meet this person for the first time, you will feel comfortable without trying hard. By using such tactical conversation, you two can naturally have some interactions every time without pressure. It's very natural, yet very joyful. That's the feeling. So your next conqueror might be you. Giving this energy is pretty comfortable. So that's all for this episode's information. Hope it can help you. If you like UP's video, you can like, support, and follow. Finally, the third group, let's talk about the information corresponding part, which is about the first turn guided from now on. Feelings about your most recent past relationship. What was his state? Because this time we are looking at a future, a new person, a new love interest, a new pursuit. The past period could be a fixed emotion, or it could be a recent person with entanglements and stories, all of which can come out and see what the situation is. Just make about a box of distillation. Every group has a blocked photo. What should I do with this group? Speak a little bit about the most recent emotional relationship you've had. The entanglement between you two is heavy, and it seems like you've had a relationship. But what's more is that it seems like your relationship hasn't been disclosed to many people. The impact this person has on you, happiness is definite, because it's a leading card. Sincerity is there too, but you might get stuck, unable to get out, unable to protect oneself. If there's another kind, it's bound to bring you some negative emotions in some aspects. The entanglement between the two of you is quite heavy. The encounter between you is very fate. Just thinking about it would feel like if it was a step earlier. I'll say that you may miss it in a second, but it's very fate. Then let's take a look at your next peach blossom. What is her situation? Spoke very fast. Looking at this group, I see that some people from the previous group are looking at this one. Next up is a new peach blossom. You can feel that she is a rational person. Her shows up in her astrological chart. There is a combination of wind and water, sort of energy. There are Pisces, Cancer, and Gemini. The energy of Libra is relatively important. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, and support Mingjing and Diane Dia Column. She seems a bit like an only child with a distinct personality. Another small point is that her hair color is light, giving a message to the community. As for her height, roughly of medium height. That's the information given.
Didn't see any mention of being too
tall
or
extraordinarily
too short.
In terms of body, it's average overall, because this person mainly has good eloquence. Basically an ordinary person.
Good night,
Especially great people are more likely.
everyone.
You can also take care of Chi around garlic. Talking to him will feel more interesting. Talking to this person makes you feel comfortable because they won't let the scene cool down. They will adjust the atmosphere to a thicker form. They have a high form. But there is also a slight competitive spirit. This person will have it, but it's not a big problem. He tends to be white in appearance. Let's look next. Whether you look like him, what would his attitude be towards you? This attitude doesn't mean you guys are good friends. When you stop doing this, it's convenient for you to recognize this person. You flipped it? Oh, it's nothing like that when we first met. It's in a rather noisy environment where there could be other people, or it could be a rather... there was a lot of discussion when you first came in, seeing such a piece of information, and then a small part to find your dialogue. a bit of conflict. Even though we've just met, there's a sense of joy. It feels like we're getting to know each other through our disagreements, but not too intensely. This is because the state of annoyance is relatively open. A tiresome dance of the sword, your initial contact process with this person. Two people will make some small jokes. There's fighting, playing, arguing, and laughing between you two. Basically, this is the way you interact. This is about your next pair of peach blossoms. The above is the overall content. Hope it can help you. If you like Aqua's emission reduction video, you can like, follow, and leave support.